Hey everyone, it is Ringgold. I am part of the test team for IEH2. I just wanted to do some tutorial videos for everyone. In this video, I'll be going over enchantments and what they are, how to get them, what they do, and also the forging aspect of equipment. So first, the enchantments. You may have found some already when you're fighting. You'll see, you'll get like a green one or a blue one. You can even get a purple one. I didn't get one to drop, so I can't really show what the purple one looks like on screen, but you can tell it by your equipment inventory or even in your equips. You can tell like this one has, the purple means that it has 3 enchants. The blue means that it has 2 enchantments, and then the green means that it has 1. Now, that doesn't include the thief enchantment, the proficiency mastery. Like this one here, the wizard helmet has 2 enchantment slots, one being a natural drop, and then one being from the thief. So when you first start getting these drops, you want to make sure you're looking at them and see what they're doing, and then decide if you want to keep it or not. And I'll go over some of the things that I keep personally because I'm trying to get better equipment. So you can get them from drops, and you can also craft them through the lab and then craft. You do need the blacksmith to be unlocked, and you get more craftable scrolls as you rank up. So I go back to the lab and to the craft. The first set I have is going to be like a delete scroll, an extract scroll. The extract scroll, what that would do is if I would craft it, um, I would just take it and actually let me just craft one and I'll show you exactly what we can do. So I'll craft it, go back to my equip tab. I have my extract scroll. What I want to do is then find a enchantment on a piece of equipment that I have that I want to keep. So like this all skills, I want to start gathering a bunch of all skill levels. So all I have to do is make sure it's in the inventory, take this scroll, drag it up over, and it's going to pop up and ask me which target effect I want to extract. You can't extract the slots, so all I have is the all skill level 9. So all that does is then change this to my all skill level 9, and then my ice brooch now has no all skill level 9, and I no longer need it, so I can just go ahead and delete it. Now, what I can do with that then is say I have a piece of equipment that I want to work on and try to make better, such as maybe I want to work on my spellbound fire brooch. All I have to do is if it needs to have an empty enchantment slot for me to you know all I have to do is drag it over. So since this does not, I can't do anything about it. So I would have to do it on a something that has an empty enchantment slot like this fire ring. This has 2, so I would be able to just drag and drop if I wanted to. Like this MP multiplier, all I have to do is just drag, drop, and now it has the MP multiplier. So that's a really simple way or the overview of enchantments and how they work. You can also craft these enchants by going back to the lab and then the enchant scrolls. When you're first starting out, you probably won't have as much unlocked, but you can eventually get these unlocked, and they do take like enchantment shards to craft, which I personally would rather use my enchantment shards on either like the extract scrolls, level ups, level max. They're pretty hard to come by, the enchanted shards. You can only really get them from dungeons. You get them every time you clear. There's also some quests that you can get. Find My Husband 3 has the Enchanted Shard as a reward, and also the big one is probably is the easier one to farm, just due to what it requires. Whereas Find My Husband, it still requires a portal orb to use. However, if you do Find My Husband 3, and then you can get 2 per rebirth basically. And then if you also have seen my other video where I talk about how you can have your favorite quests on your other heroes, if you put have Find My Husband as a favorite for all of them, then they would all complete that quest each rebirth, and you could get more enchanted shards per orb. Or just use the big one and farm up oil slime, magical cloth, and spiral silk, and just set that as a favorite and burn through all your materials, and then you can get an enchantment shard each time. So let me go into the forging. This is something that happens after you get to level 60 on a piece of equipment. The easiest way to do that is just to, and I say easy, it's not really that easy, but you need to have every hero unlocked. You would go ahead and get the proficiency level 10 on every single hero. Like right now, um, my this t-shirt has 52. It needs to get to level 60, so I would have to get on my warrior and level that up, and then I could start forging. And forging works the exact same way as the enchantments. It's just a drag and drop. All you have to do is, well, you have to get an anvil, and then all you would have to do is drag it up over. The cool thing about forging is you can stack anvils as long as it's the same thing. So if I would put this hero level -5, which just reduces the hero level requirement, um, if I would put that on this t-shirt, I could also then put this level hero -50 onto this shirt, and I can really boost up the negative hero level required. And what's really good about that is when you have a bunch of high level enchantments, such as like the skill proficiency level 9, it's gonna increase the hero level required by 180. Or like this tier 3 rebirth point gain is going to do it by 200. So if you have, um, this t-shirt could drop with 3 slots plus the thief +1. So you could have at least 4, and you can actually get a scroll, which I don't have. I think it's from a dungeon drop, but you can get up to 5 enchantment slots on a common or even an uncommon piece of equipment. So you can really stack up this hero level requirement. But if you have these anvils that reduce that, it's going to be a lot easier to reach that and not be affected by the equipment tenacity. You would still have to worry about your stat points, your ability points, but there is an anvil that can also take care of that. But if you have it on, if I would use this t-shirt as an example and fill it up, and I couldn't make VIT 5, I could use the required ability anvil as well. But I would have to get that to level 80 since I already used the level 60 slot for the negative hero. So how to get up past 60, or even 60 if you don't feel like unlocking Tamer, you just feel like you can't right now because you have to get to guild level 60. You just can't do that yet. You can always do the rebirth tier 3 and get your level cap. You would have to you'd have to have at least 2 levels of this. So like maybe you could go to your warrior and level this once, and then go to another hero that you really like and level cap that one time too. That way you get +10 and you wouldn't need to unlock Tamer at guild level 60. Now, if you have, if you got plenty of time and you're rebirthing a lot like I am, I could just build that up just on one hero and get to, level 20 per that hero. So you can also, or I should say, where you can get enchantment scrolls, not these enchant scrolls, sorry. These scrolls, like the extract, level up, max level, look for the later dungeons starting with Spider Dungeon 4. You can get I'm sorry. It's Dungeon 1 has a one-time reward of an extract scroll. So at every single world ascension that you do, you can get, if you complete Dungeon 1, difficulty, I should say difficulty 1, because you can increase the difficulty and you'll have another one-time reward. But you'll want to go through and get your extract scroll for completing it one time. And I think all the spiders has a level up and then an extract, and then this one also has an extract level up. But the good thing about Dungeon 4 is that every time you clear it, you get an anvil for the hero level -5. So you want to start opening up some later dungeons once you get into World Ascension, because you can get some really good ones, like the Batcave 4 dungeon has the required ability 5, and I think it's starting to get into the fairies that get some, the one-time reward for the required ability -50, and the last one, or not the last one, but the last one that I have open has the proficiency gain. Now I should mention that just made me think of it with the anvils. It only works on that exact item. So uh, if I had two fairy staffs and I put an anvil on one of them, it's not going to be a copy. It's just like the extract enchant scrolls. It's for this one fairy staff. So you can't just have a bunch of them the same thing without using multiple forges or anvils. You can also get enchant scrolls from challenge bosses as rewards. You can get them either from it's with the Mystic Arena. You need the Mystic Arena to get these higher level challenge bosses. But with that, if I can find, there we go, challenge. The level 200, you can get all of the main stat adders, and then once you complete, you can get a gold gain level 5. So they all have, like, Floors has some anvils at level 300. But you have to go through and then fight these. And then also the handicaps have some. We know about the talisman with these. Actually, you know what? Maybe they don't have them. I think it's all stats and also then the talisman. Never mind. Don't worry about handicap for enchants. So where can you go to get enchants and how to get them to drop like I am right now? The biggest thing you'll want, and probably the easiest thing, is if you have spare ability points, put it into luck. You'll really increase your percent chance. I mean, it's taken 7,400 luck, and I get 0.38% additive drop chance. And that is not your unique. That is a separate chance. So this does not work with uniques. So you can always throw it into luck. You can also, I don't know if I have any around, but you can get equipment drop chance enchantments for your weapons or for any piece of equipment. And you can stack that up as high as you can. That will help increase your drops. Also in the dictionary, you have your treasure hunter, which will increase the drop chance. Then you also have your treasure fortune 1, 2, and then eventually 3 that you can level up. And those, what these treasures do, fortune is increases the chances to get the enchanted drops. What it means in this Fortune 1 means the first enchanted slot. So in your inventory, the first one obviously is the in this wizard helm, it's the fire damage. Level 8 is the first enchantment slot. So if you have that up really high, like 7 is pretty good. I will have at least 4.25% chance to get a enchanted drop. Then if you get the Treasure of Fortune 2, I'll have, 0.36% chance to drop a one that has 2 enchantment slots. That's how, I'm getting this blue one. You can still get them without these. It's just a lot harder to do so. And I'm probably forgetting some other things that you can do to, oh yes, the thief. The thief has natural drop chance. Um, if we go into the help and go to ability, we go down to base stats and we go to thief. Thief has a natural drop chance of 0.15. Everybody else has a 0.1. And also, I believe, yeah, that's it. It's just that. You also, with the thief, you get pilfer. If you're not using pilfer for um, like just your loot drops to get like my oil slime all the time that I'm always looking for, or my shards, pilfer is a great way to help with that. But the level 25 passive will increase the drop chance for equipment. I haven't got it higher, so I don't know if there's anything after that, but maybe there is. So those are all good ways to increase your equipment chance. You also want to be going to places that have really high mob density that you can clear quickly. So like where I'm at now in area 8, Slime Village is not the best spot, but I'm doing it because I'm trying to get through um, some rebirth 3s. So that's just where I am. Um, if you want the best spot, it's probably going to be in the spider zone. Spider 6 is probably going to be your best spot to go. There's just so many spiders and they're high level, so you can get higher level equipment on your drop. So you'd be getting more like your large staffs, your large swords, all the late um, uncommons. Or this is where you should be going to get that. But if you're trying to do other things, like rebirthing, and you found that Slime Village 8 is a good spot or somewhere else is a better spot, you can still get drops from that. It just won't be as fast as it would be at like Spider 6. Another good spot would probably be Slime 7. There's a good amount of mobs here too. I just think it's better at Spider 6. I think I've covered everything, so I will go over some of the enchantments that I personally look for so I can start getting my gear to where I want it to be. Um, we don't need that. I do like fire damage enchants, so I'm going to keep this one. Critical damage, I've only ever seen level 1, but critical damage can be pretty good. I'm hoping that I can build like a critical magical crit build, and having the critical damage on that plus the fairy staff angel passive I think will be really great. I'm also looking for loyalty point gains. This is so when I have pets, and all my heroes currently have pets, that will increase their loyalty. And what the loyalty does, it just helps increase the passive effect and also boosts their stats. So I do look for that one. Like I said earlier, the all skills, I'm always looking for that. I'm looking for something above level 7. I'm at that point where I can be kind of picky, and I'm not going to just be taking anything, that says all skills level 1 or something like that. But you may want to start doing that and start building up your enchantment list. But you have to decide that for yourself. Another one that I'm thinking about keeping is this magical critical level. I've only ever seen level 1s drop as well, so I'm curious to see what that can get to at max level. Um, I also like the equipment drops. That helps, like I said before, it helps increase the chance for drops. There's also, um, let me see if I can find it. I think I have some, maybe I don't. I know I do somewhere. But another one is, of course, going to be XP gain. I do like move speed adder and also move speed multiplier. That one is really good for your tamer, just to make your pets even faster if you can. And oh, right here, move speed multiplier is really good. Um, you can get away with like just a specific hero skill level if you're having problems trying to find all levels. The one thing with the all levels is it does boost it up pretty high for hero levels, so you want to watch out for that. Let me just go back to my main loadout real quick and find equipment proficiency. That's also a great one to have, especially if you're, like my tamer should probably be wearing some equipment proficiency due to the boost in equipment proficiency, so I get more levels faster. And when I'm trying to do a um, Rebirth 3 run, I want to level up as much as I can, as quick as I can, just to get some more points on my Rebirth 3. With that is going to be your skill proficiency. There's also skill proficiency that you can get, and I don't remember where I put them. Yep, I don't remember where I put them. But you have skill proficiency that will increase the skill proficiency for your skills. So that can be really good if you're doing like rebirth tier 2s and want to try and level up as quick as you can. The other ones that I really like is this tier 3 rebirth point gain. There's also tier 1 and tier 2 that you can find. They're pretty rare. This is my first one that I found the entire game of any rebirth point gain. Oh, here we go, right there. There's my skill proficiency. Um, these other ones like the MP adder and attack adder, I don't really go after them, but like if you're pre-World Ascension, you may want to be looking for the attack and M attack. If you're, if you're a warrior or even like an angel strength main, you'll want the attack adders to put on your equipment. That can be really helpful. And then same with the magic attack if you're more of a magic user. So those are pretty much the main ones that I'm looking for. But like I said, I'm kind of picky. Like if it's not at least level 5 on some of these things, I don't really want it because it just takes up way too much space. Like I've already pretty much filled up since just recording this video, so I'll have to go back through everything. And eventually you can get to a point where you're just, you're very picky at what you're going to keep. And then of course, if you don't like it, you just disassemble it, and that goes towards your ascension. It goes towards your pro disassembler. So that, that can be a good way to get points there as well, is by increasing your drop chance. So if you have any questions about enchants, I know I didn't go into like the super the like really big ones, like there's even like blessings that you can get. The blessing enchant from the fox jewelry piece. You can actually find this blessing effect as an enchant. I just have not been lucky to find that yet, but it's out there. A lot of these enchantments are out there that you can find. Like I said, Spider 6 is probably the place to go if you're just hunting enchantments. Um, Plus, you get Spider Silk for the big one quest, which you will probably want to start doing at some point for the Enchanted Shards, so you can craft the um, like the extract scrolls or even level ups and level max. I would probably just do level up scrolls because I only want to keep like level sevens and above. Um, but yeah, if you have any questions, just reach out. I'll try to help out as best as I can. Thanks for watching.